So I'm starting my morning off with a matcha. I usually do iced or hot, just depending on my mood. Today we went iced, and I'll show you guys the matcha that I use. This is the Rishi Tea House matcha. I just got this because we were in Arizona and I wasn't sure what to pick up. This one looked good. And then the Khalifa Barista Blend Oat Milk. I actually like the Oatly Barista Blend better, so keep that in mind. But this one's pretty good too. And then I'm having the organic pressed juice beverage from Trader Joe's. I really like this because when you look what's in each 8-ounce serving, it's quite a decent amount of greens, and I love to start my morning off with a good green. Then I'm gonna be having a fruit bowl with some of these blueberries and this mango. And then we also have some more mangoes, and I'm kind of hoping these peaches will be ready soon.
And you did right from the start. Missing someone.
So it's now around, let's see, 10:30, and I'm gonna have a little bit of coffee. This is literally majority oat milk. I put probably this much coffee and this much oat milk, and then there's some ice. I'm super sensitive to caffeine, but today I feel like I need a little bit more push. So back onto the computer. I'm working on some YouTube videos and just kind of doing some research, and it is somewhat time consuming, so the coffee helps it go by a little quicker. So for lunch, we picked up some to-go food from Flower Child, which is a vegetarian, healthy takeaway restaurant, and I got some shrimp with some miso glazed sweet potatoes and some broccoli. I also got an iced tea, and then we're gonna be splitting the gluten-free mac and cheese. I just felt like I wanted a little treat, but really healthy meal before our big dinner tonight. So now it is snack time, and I'm gonna be making my famous guacamole. The guacamole recipe changes depending on my mood and what I want in the guacamole, but I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be putting in this one. So I've got 2 avocados that are ripe and ready, 2 tomatoes, 1 habanero, a red onion, and 2 limes. If I am feeling fancy, I may add some sort of hot sauce flavoring. I really like these 2 from Yellowbird, and maybe some feta to just give it a little extra kick. Normally I don't like cheese in there, but I'm kind of doing like a loaded guac recipe, so I thought, why not? I'm putting it in this yummy bowl, and then I've got my green tea matcha to sip on while I get through this. So let's cut all this up.
Missing someone.
Okay, here's the final product. I don't want to mix too much of it up, but we went with a loaded guac, as I told you guys. So I did add a little bit of feta that you can see here, the tomato, the onion, the lime, the habanero. These chips are so good. The organic ones from Whole Foods, highly recommend. And then I did add a touch of the Yellowbird hot sauces. I honestly think we could have done without it. It's definitely more like, it tastes kind of like restaurant guac, and before it kind of tasted like authentic guac. So that was my bad, but I'm excited to devour this. It's so good. Okay, live taste test. So good, so fresh. I love the tomato, the onion with a little bit of bite. The guacamole is obviously creamy, and the feta adds like a little bit of salt. And then the habanero just gives you a little pew. So now I made a Chinese chicken salad for dinner. I've got this dressing that is a mix of a bunch of different things, some agave, apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, olive oil, soy sauce, some garlic cloves, and in here I have some chicken, a lot of cilantro. I love cilantro on my Chinese chicken salads, 1 bag of coleslaw mix, a few green onions, and some chicken. So really excited to eat that. This looks super yummy. Oh, and then I made some of these to top it off. These aren't wonton strips, they're tortillas, but we didn't have wonton strips, so I made do and fried up some of those. Super excited to eat this for dinner.